Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday, July the 14th, and it's going to be a really hot day here today. Their weather forecast is forecasting, I think it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit here today. So it's going to be humid, so it's going to be a really hard day. So yeah, I'm out on the road. I'm actually heading down the town, do some laundry. So it's going to be multi-parts type of video today. So anyways, for those of you that are new here, and I know I have gotten a few new subscribers. I'm Gwen. I am an older, mature woman with transgender experience, making all kinds of content. So how was everyone's weekend? I hope it was wonderful. I hope you had fun, or it was at least enjoyable. How has your week been going so far? I hope it's been good. For me, it has been so busy, and before I forget, for those of you that commented on last week's video, I apologize. I have not responded to you yet. It has been so busy for myself, which I'll kind of sort of get to a little bit, and I've played catch up for the past couple days. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Busy. I'm just trying to think of everything that went on I can touch on real quick. A lot of running around. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the big things. Work has been keeping me busy, and the 3 dog guest visitors have been keeping me busy, but there's more on that in a few minutes. Let's see. I know Friday I spent most of the day just running around. I wound up going, besides grocery shopping, I think I went to like 3 other places. So it was, my son went with me. We left like 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday. We didn't get home till it was about 1:30 in the afternoon. I got the groceries put away, and then it was time to start dinner for the dogs and the family. So that was, poof. I'm trying to think, it was last Tuesday, maybe? Last Wednesday? I can't remember. One of the volunteers at the town hall had called me, and he says, could you take my Saturday, which was last Saturday, the 11th. So I says, yeah, I can do that. And he goes, well, I'll take your Saturday, which would be the 18th. I'm like, no, that's okay. He goes, no. He goes, we'll switch. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I was actually supposed to do my volunteer work this Saturday, but now I don't have to. I did it last Saturday, so I did that. Oh golly, I'm trying to think. I know I did the town hall. I did run down the town into the village to get some keys made for my friend with the dogs. She lost her house key. did house cleaning, and then get dinner for everybody, dogs, family. Sunday was what they say it was, the 54th annual Pride Picnic. So my son, my daughter, myself went, and he's a really old family. I'm not gonna call him old. He hates that because he just turned 60. He's a long time, that's a way to put it, long time family friend. His name's Michael, and I think I've talked about him before. He's a gay man. He's so wonderful. He's just so much fun to be around. So he was joining us. I mean, he's been battling his own issues. Back in December, his mom got hurt. She just turned 80. And he's been taking care of his mom. And he had been working at a job, and he goes, I just couldn't do it anymore. He says, I hated it. And the owners of the company, he was in sales, the owner of the company that he worked for had, I guess, I'm not going to say expected, had maybe thought or had expectations of Michael bringing in this X amount of money for in sales and for income, and Michael was realistic with the guy. He goes, no, he goes, I will never be able to get you that much income or that much in sales. He goes, it's unrealistic. He goes, I just can't do it. And he got so that he just really hated the job. So he resigned. I don't know how long ago it was, but he resigned. So I mean, that's his issues. So, but still, we had a lot of fun at the Pride Picnic. I ran into, I think it was like 3 times. I bumped into this friend of mine from the university. He works in human resources, and he was there as a volunteer helping out. And I've known him probably about 3 years, and actually when I went to Detroit, he was on the same flight with myself, and he sat across the aisle from me, and we had such a fun time talking. But that was, anyways, so I bumped into him 3 times, which I hardly ever do, but I got to bump into him like 3 times during the festival. Got to meet his husband for the first time. I never met the guy before. He's a really, really tall guy. Oh my gosh, he had to be 6'2", 6'4". I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, my sister was supposed to show up, but she had, a week ago today, she had surgery. I think she had one of her adrenal glands or pituitary. I think pituitary glands. She had one of her pituitary glands removed, and she was, I think, a little overambitious in what she could accomplish after surgery. So that was a week ago today was her surgery, and on Friday she went with my mom to this arts festival in the city, where there is absolutely like no shade, and she she kind of really wore herself out. So when it got, was it Friday? No, it was Saturday. That's right, because the picnic was Sunday. She'd gone Saturday, wore herself completely out, and I don't think she even made it all the way through the arts festival, and she just had to give it up. So some friends of hers, I call them the two Jims. They're married to each other. They're both named Jim. The two Jims and my sister were supposed to come to the Pride picnic. The two Jims showed up and they apologized and explained what was going on. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got to at least see the two Jims. You know, it's kind of sad I didn't get to see my sister, but that's okay. We'll connect up again. Let's see. So the Pride picnic was a lot of fun, and let's see. So that was Sunday. Oh, I'm at the laundromat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away for a few minutes, and I'll be back. So I'm back. Little segue. I'm actually grocery shopping. Picked up some cherries that were on sale. Really, really good price. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's right. They had chicken. Let's see. Get some chicken quarters for Dexter. Good packaging. Dexter can always have, Dexter can always have chicken quarters. Let's see. Any reduced meat markdown? What's this? Lean ground beef. Sausage doesn't look bad, but I'm the only one that needs some. Pork loin. I've had these before. It's marked down. Price. Oh, golly, pork. We got lots of pork. Pasta sauce. Let's see. We had that on sale. Never hurts to stock up. It. Ooh, right here. Possibly. Ooh, right here. Let's see what we got. We got a 4 cheese. Ooh, do a meat. Garlic and herb, traditional. Do another 4 cheese, garlic and herb. There's 6 of them. Ooh, the cherries. else we can find. Let's go over and check the Day-O Bakery. Sometimes they have manager special on dairy. Let's go check that. Okay. Nope. Get some donuts. And mark down. Bread. What is this? Okay. No. No. Okay. Let's see. No, it's bacon. It's on sale. Nope. Don't eat eggs. God. Got almost 3 dozen eggs. Nope. Okay. Well. Frozen. Guess we're done. Get done here, and I gotta go back over to the laundromat and get my laundry. Over here. I think that'll be. Okay, I gotta pause you. Okay, I'm back. Got the groceries done. They have this. The groceries chain has this. It's essentially a shopper's incentive card. We call it a bonus card. And because of that, certain things that you buy, you can accumulate points. As far as like, I think it's like for every $1 you spend, you don't get 100 points. Get like 10 points, something like that. Because I know it's like for every $100 you get like, is that right? Is it $100? You get 100 points, something like that. So all right, so it's a penny a point. Anyways, you can acquire so many points, and then you can get. They offer. The big one for me is they offer discounts on gasoline, and you can accumulate points during a certain time period before you have to use them or lose them. And the fuel down here in the village is typically 50 cents more per gallon, US gallon, than in the city. Well, when I was in the city yesterday, which that's what I gotta get to. When I was in the city yesterday, I noticed that fuel was going up, and it has to do with the recent events going on over in Iran, which, yeah, it's causing the gas to go up again. And I noticed that the gasoline in the city was already up 6 cents a gallon. Down here in the village, the price increases is a little slower. So with the stuff that I picked up just a few minutes ago, enabled me to get 50 cents a gallon off. So compared to the city, if I went to Costco in the city, it was the same price. If I'd gone to actually Walmart, one of the Walmarts in the city does carry fuel, that would have been 4 cents a gallon more. Okay, which is fine. Now, what I wound up doing is I filled up 2 5-gallon gasoline cans, and a 2.5. And what I'll do is I use that fuel to pour into my daughter's car, so she reimburses me, so I don't have to. She doesn't have to buy overpriced fuel, and it's cheaper for her, and it's not a big deal for me. So it was a win-win situation. So anyway, so I wound up I got fuel. Like I said, it's the same price as if I was in the city and going to Costco. So it leads me into my next topic, and that is my visitors are gone. My friend Deb that owns the dogs. I think it was last Wednesday, either last Tuesday or last Wednesday that we talked, and she's like, well, you can bring the dogs back on Thursday. And I said, well, I was coming up to cut your grass on Thursday. I says, the next time I would be in the city, or would be, I'm sorry, not be in the city, but be able to bring the dogs up would be Monday. So she's like, okay, come cut the grass on Thursday, which I did. And she goes, bring the dogs back on Monday. I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine. So that was another thing I wanted to do last week. Thursday, I'm trying to think. Yes, I went to her house and I cut grass. And she's probably, oh golly, maybe 5 miles at the most from Costco. So I'm like, okay, well, what I can do is I can just go to Costco. So I did that. I went to her house, cut the grass, and then went over to Costco, and then came home. It was, like I said, last week was a busy week. So anyway, so yesterday afternoon, it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I took the dogs back, and it was kind of unusual, I would say. Lily, she was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, I'm ready to go. And Patrick was a little hesitant. Trevette, unfortunately, I think after having them with me for 3.5 months, I think Trevette started to bond to me. And I mean, he was good about getting in the car and going, but I think he was kind of sad. He really didn't want to go. He wanted to stay with me, and he'd gotten so that the past could say 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. When I would get into bed at night, he would lay on the bed. It's a queen size bed, so it's a good size bed. But anyways, he would lay in the bed, and Dexter would lay on the bed, and I'd have to lay on my back and use both hands to pet both of them. So he would, and Trevette was good about sharing attention with Dexter, and Dexter was good about sharing attention with Trevette. So let's see. So anyways, yeah, I think he was a little sad about going back home. Possibly because he got a little bit more attention at my house than he. I don't know. So, but anyways, so it's been kind of nice. It hasn't been 24 hours yet, but it's been kind of nice. Dexter at first was a little, maybe apprehensive, a little sad, because he's like, where'd my friends go? And he'd kind of run around the house looking for them, but they'd only lasted about an hour. Actually, after I fed him his dinner, he went outside to go to the bathroom, and he come back in, and he goes running into the bedroom looking for them. And he's like, where are they? But then as the night wore on, he kind of settled into, well, it's just him and I. And I noticed that when the other three were there, I fed them in separate areas, so there wouldn't be any food aggression issues. And he would eat his food, not fast, but at a normal pace. So last night I fed him, and he'd go over and get a couple mouthfuls and go grab one of his toys and play with it. A little while later, he'd go back, and it wound up being, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think, I put his dish in his stand about 4:30, and it was 9:30 before he finished the rest of his dinner, which I don't have a problem with, but it's like this new eating habit, because he realizes all the food's for him. He doesn't have to share, or he doesn't have to be weary of the other dogs. He was pretty happy last night, laying on the bed next to me all night. So he was good about that. And then this morning, he was kind of sort of back into his normal routine. And when I had gone into the bedroom to do university work, he laid right there on the edge of the bed, as content as could be, and he was, really happy about it. I'm like, well, okay, great. He seems to be, I'm not gonna say back to normal. I think he's enjoying being an only dog for a little while, and he's getting used to it really, really quickly, which is kind of cute. So let's see. So that was yesterday, and of course today, being Tuesday, is a little busy. Tomorrow is busy. I have to go to the city. Oh my gosh. Oh, right. I have to go to the city for electrolysis and meet with my financial advisor. Thursday, I don't know about Thursday, because the research lab that I work at for the university, they're having a 50-year celebration. It's 50 years ago that this research facility started up, and 50-year celebration. Kind of kicks off for the employees starting tomorrow. There's a lot of online seminars and things going on. I can't remember what's really going on for Thursday. I'd have to look at the agenda. And then Friday, about 5 o'clock, they're having a family picnic. Now, they do have family picnics every year, but they're typically in September. So, not a big deal, but but this year they're doing it in July for the 50-year celebration. So the kids and I are going to be going, and kids and I are going to go, and I invited our friend Michael to go, and he was very excited, and he's like, well, thank you for inviting me. He's really, really excited about going, so hopefully he's going to be able to join us, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's Friday. Oh, Saturday. Yeah, I was supposed to have a play date for Dexter a week ago, this past Saturday, and the gal that I was supposed to meet up with, she canceled, so she wants to reschedule it for this Saturday. Again, like I said, it's a busy week. I have to think about Sunday, but in the meantime, I'm home. I gotta go in, let Dexter out, and bring all the laundry in, and maybe I'll finish up outside. Be right back. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I dropped my microphone and broke it as I got out here, so I gotta get a new microphone. As you can see, I don't have a dress on or skirt or anything. I had to, like I said, because earlier with me running around, doing the laundry and some grocery shopping, this is what I wear when I go out and about. So I have my jeans on and I'm comfortable. So I don't know if you've ever seen me with jeans on, but you get to see me with jeans on. So let's see. Sunday. Let's see. I mentioned Saturday. Sunday. Camera's good. Okay. Sunday. There is a church breakfast. They're gonna serve breakfast, and they have a church service at church, and I think my 2 kids are going to go with me. Then we're in the start of the new week. It's looking like this weekend is going to be less busy than the last weekend, which is fine. It's nice. Hopefully things are going to start excuse me, slowing down a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to see. I know I mentioned earlier in the video that we've gone to the Pride picnic. I may put up a picture of all of us at Pride. I don't know. I'll see. Anyways, so that's pretty much about it. The extent of my week. Like I said, it's been another busy week. Next week, hopefully things are going to calm down. We'll see. I guess I can wrap things up. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe and stay healthy. As always, like, share, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, topics you'd like me to talk about, please in the comment section below. Even though last week I was bad, didn't respond, I usually do respond to comments. And I make these videos every week. because I consider you part of my extended family, and this is my way of keeping in contact with you all. Even though I may never ever meet some of you face to face, I still consider you part of my extended family. And I really do appreciate everyone that does watch my videos. And I appreciate people making comments. So it's getting hot. So with that, again, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week and a better weekend. And I will see everyone right here next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.